1983, the famous draw here at Croke Park and the replay in Páirc Uí Chaoimh was written about in some of the papers this morning. Macaulay not happy as Cork come again. And another free in, a foul on Colin O'Neill. Jersey pulled back. And this is Donncha O'Connor with a chance to equalise.
That's the third or fourth time that Colin O'Neill has been fouled since he has come in. He certainly proved a thorn in the side of the Dublin defence.
Rory O'Carroll has gone off for Dublin. And Dennis Bastick, it would appear, is replacing him. Donncha O'Connor to tie it up with just 2 minutes remaining. O'Connor for Cork. The crowd celebrations tell you all you need to know. A draw game, 1:13 apiece. And what a part Donncha O'Connor has played in this second half to get Cork back level. But still time for a winner. Dublin have been able to respond to Cork coming back at them in this second half. They got a couple of points after the goal, but Cork have now got 2 in a row. That was not a clever challenge at all from Ross McConnell, who has a yellow card against him already, and Ross McConnell has been sent off. Dublin down to 14, and there's the indiscipline.
Yeah,
we said they would need to keep their discipline and their concentration, and he lost both here.
Yeah, we talked about that beforehand. He's so rash in that tackle that time. To be fair, Noel O'Leary is charging forward with purpose, but Ross McConnell on a yellow card is one thing, but the game is level very, very late on in the match. He needed to be very disciplined in his tackling that time. He wasn't, and it gives Cork the opportunity to go ahead.
O'Leary's okay, and Donncha O'Connor, the star man in the second half, who's kept the scoreboard ticking over for them, got that penalty, got the free a minute ago, which brought them level. Is it to be heartbreak for Dublin in the All-Ireland semi-final again? Donncha O'Connor, he's a good distance out. The whistles from the Dublin fans come again. The last minute of normal time, about 20 seconds to go, and O'Connor has slotted it over the bar. He knew from the moment that he kicked it that it was going over. He's been criticised in the past for the quality of his free-taking, but there's nothing wrong with it today. Dublin need the ball right now. They will take a replay off you without question. 3 minutes of additional time. So still time for a few twists and turns yet. But Cork have got the last 3 points in a row.
Yeah, you've got to credit the composure, and I think their experience more than anything else has stood to them. And I think the substitutes that they made, in particular bringing in Colin O'Neill, has made a big impact.
Alan Brogan, Dublin down to 14. Can they manufacture an equaliser? Keeney tries, but it was brilliantly blocked by Paddy Kelly. And the Cork fans celebrating a big moment in this game. They've had several in the second half as Fintan Gould comes in for Noel O'Leary. They've been behind all the way. Fell behind in the second minute to Bernard Brogan's goal. Dublin led 1-8 to 7 at half-time. Cork wayward with the shooting, 13 wides, but now they find themselves in front. And less than 2 minutes to go.
Well, when you think of it, they were behind it in the 67th minute. I reckon that, it's great credit to them that they have held their nerve, shown no panic, kept plugging away, thrived maybe on the indiscipline that Dublin have shown, which is probably down to inexperience more than anything else. And
Dublin way too loose in their half-back line. Here's an opportunity for Derek Kavanagh. Brilliant score for Kavanagh. They got the experienced men on for the last 10 minutes. And Derek Kavanagh pops up in the right place at the right time with a very, very fine score. 115 to 113. Another reaction, and Dublin now need to start thinking about a goal.
Very much so, but your point is very valid. They have got the experienced players in at the right time. Every one of them have made an impact in their own way. The likes of Nicholas Murphy coming in, Colin O'Neill coming in. Callaghan, I think, has helped out in Derek Kavanagh, and there's been that waywardness by Dublin.
And that was Dennis Bastick launching that in towards Paul Flynn, who hasn't seen a lot of the ball since coming in. Last minute of additional time. They can hardly look. In the 66th, 67th minute, Conal Keeney's free had Dublin leading by 2. 113 to 111. They haven't scored since then. And Cork have added 4 without reply. Eamon Fennell. Good fielding from the O'Toole's man, although that's been a source of much debate over the course of the year. That was high from Nicholas Murphy. Conal Keeney. 10 seconds remaining. A goal to win it and win a place in the All-Ireland final. Bernard Brogan. Brogan going for the point. Has he got it? Yes, he has. But will there be time for them to get one more? Was he aware of how much time he had left?
I don't think he was. I feel myself he should have dropped that one into the large rectangle, taken a chance, taken a punt on that maybe with the likes of Keeney on the end of it. I think it's too little, too late.
The 3 minutes are up, 20-odd seconds over. Cork closing in on a place in the All-Ireland final, and they're back again. They will have the chance to put right the wrongs of 2009. Dublin have fallen short in yet another semi-final. They were in bonus territory here today. They led by 2 with a couple of minutes to go. But the experienced Cork heads did the rest. And Donncha O'Connor's role in the second half for Cork cannot be overstated. He was brilliant.
He was brilliant in the second half. His place kicking, the nerve held after some, uncharacteristic misses earlier on. They looked disjointed at times, Cork did, just as they had done in the previous game against Roscommon and against Limerick. But they held their nerve, they refused to panic. They managed to get, at key points in the game, they managed to string scores together. And I feel myself that the defensive system that Dublin put in place took a huge amount of energy out of them. And when they came to the final 10 minutes or so, the legs weren't there. The quality of substitutes that they brought in just weren't good enough. And for Dublin, it'll be a case of maybe so near and yet so far. But from a Cork point of view, it's a consolidation of what they have done over the last 4 or 5 years. I think this is their 5th or 6th semi-final to be in. They're not going to an All-Ireland final as hot favourites, irrespective of who they're playing. Yeah,
they justified the favourites tag. They led for the first time in this match in the 70th minute, and they lead at the end. Cork 115, Dublin 114, Michael.